So, hello everyone. This week we are doing this session on stepping back and being the witness of it all. And for this session, I like the thinking behind the Grow Your Mind traffic light. And this one teaches us to stop, then to reflect, and to act accordingly. So we stop, we breathe, and with that little pause, then we can think and then we can act accordingly. But sometimes our thoughts take us somewhere else because sometimes our thoughts come and go from different directions and we might feel confused on what to do and we might not be actually be enough I don't know, there might be maybe a lot going on and you cannot really stop, breathe, think and act. So instead, what if we could maybe just stand at the bus stop and witness that traffic passing by? So I'll guide you through this. I'm going to guide you through this exercise, and you are going to imagine that you can close your eyes and you can sit now wherever you are with your feet on the floor, and you're just going to imagine that you are at a bus stop. And while you're at that bus stop, you just, maybe pay attention to your breath right now. But while you are at that bus stop, imagine that your thoughts are like those buses or cars passing by. Now, if you have a thought coming, just see it. Just observe how it passes. It just passes by the bus stop. Now, you might want sometimes to hop on that thought, just like a bus. And sometimes the thought takes us somewhere. But as soon as you are somewhere with that thought, to make yourself aware of that, because there is nothing wrong with going with the thought, you just be aware and then you come back to the bus stop. Notice anything around you, and whenever you have a thought, you come back to the breath. Whenever you have a thought, if the thought takes you somewhere like the bus, you just come back to the bus stop and keep observing. Now you can do this for as long as you want. You can set a timer and do it for 2 minutes to start with if you have never done this. You can do it for 5 minutes, or you can just stretch yourself and do it for longer. But all this week, set a time when you can just sit, you can close your eyes, and just like now, you can just observe your thoughts as if they were buses, as if they were part of the traffic, which in reality is what happens with our thoughts. They are like traffic passing by. It's up to you to go and hop on one of those thoughts, and especially if it's one of those negative ones, we can just sit and see the thought passing and let it go. Because you are in your peaceful spot. You are in your peaceful bus stop. And the traffic will always be there. But what do you do with it is what is important. Just see it, accept it, and let it go while you are at your peaceful bus stop. The more you do this, the easier it will be for you to stop so you can think and act accordingly. So you can act mindfully rather than reacting. And remember, we are practicing. So keep practicing all this week. pain in your bus stop while seeing those thoughts. Wherever they go, just come back to the bus stop. Whenever you're ready, you can wiggle your toes in your hands, stretch, and come back. I hope you enjoyed that practice. See you next week. And for next week, for next session, you will need a yummy treat, something that could be maybe chocolate or fruit, piece of fruit, or I don't know, maybe you even like sweets, which is what I probably would give a student, either chocolate or sweets, but you can do fruit, anything that you really, really, really like. And then you need something that you really don't like. It could be Marmite, which in my case, I like Marmite, but some students don't like Marmite, which was good. But you can choose Marmite, or you can choose chili, which is what I learned, the thing that I used to learn this practice. So Marmite or chili, or something really strong that you don't really like. So you have the contrast, something you really, really like and something you really don't like. Okay? Something edible that you like, something that you do not like. And with that, see you next week.